Hello, hello. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And if you can hear in my voice, I am not totally well. So I have been a little bit under the weather, but I am making it. I am making it. I feel like I need to be drinking some hot tea with lemon. So after this live, I think I'm going to grab some hot tea and lemon. So welcome. If you are here, say something in the chat. Say hello in the chat. Come on in, come on in. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm getting laryngitis, like I'm losing my voice. But I have this raspiness going on, and I feel like I need to be a soul singer. And I may look like I can sing, but I can't sing. Hello, Simply Taisha. How are you? Hello. Nadia, hey Nadia, how are you? You guys, your profile pictures look so cool. 2.0 mommy. Hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm trying to make it. And I'm like, oh goodness. I don't feel bad though. I just probably sound like it. Doing well, waiting on my food. Oh, that sounds good. What are you eating tonight, Simply Taisha? 2.0 mommy says, hey, Nadia, hey, Taisha. Today, what I had some chicken tenders, and that's really it. I've been drinking water. That was my dinner. I didn't get a chance to make a quick salad or grab a side. I'm just gonna have that, and that's it. I was gonna drink a protein shake, but I think dairy doesn't really agree when you have a sore throat. Actually, my throat is not as sore. It's just raspy. What's a singer that's a raspy voice singer? That's what I'm feeling like. Who has this like raspy voice going on? Simply Taisha is having, oh, we have to put this up here. She's having chickpeas, asparagus, broccoli, and quinoa. That sounds so good. Everything but the chickpeas. I'm not such a big fan, but if I mixed it in with that and ate it all together, I would love it. 2.0 mommy is making a pizza. Yummy. That sounds good. Um, Simply Taisha says Lauren Hill. Does Lauren Hill have a raspy voice? I can't remember that. Um, I wish I could sing a song for her, but I don't want to be copywritten, so I can't sing one of her songs. Demi Moore, yeah, okay, I'm feeling that. Demi Moore, she does have like that raspy voice. Um, I'm trying to think what other singers. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, today I wanted to talk about perimenopausal, all things perimenopause and perimenopausal symptoms because um, that's what I'm experiencing. I'm surprised I'm not going to break out in a hot flash pretty soon because of these lights. So don't be surprised if you see like some sweat coming down, like all of a sudden I'll get hot. Somebody says I sound like, well, let me put that up there. Demi Moore. And then Nadia says I sound like Demi Moore. And then Cat H says I sound like Brandy and Sade. Oh, they have that sound. Okay. Yeah, Brandy does have that sound going on. Now I can sing a Brandy tune but not as well as her, of course. But I feel like I could break out in a Brandy song. Um, so yes. So let's see who else is here. I love that hat you have in your profile pic, Kat. That is very cool. I love all things hats nowadays. Um, so let's kind of get started. I hope everybody in here has something to offer with perimenopausal things going on because when I tell you I just had a heck of a year last year with these symptoms, and actually being on the GOP-1 kind of saved me. If that had not saved me, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I don't know. I would be stressed, and that is for sure. So, but we know when you have perimenopausal, and I don't know, is anyone in here going through perimenopause, or has anyone transitioned and you're fully in menopause? Um, if you are, put that in the chat. I would love to know that. You are welcome, Kat. You are so welcome. That's so cool. Reminds me of Michael Jackson, because he always had that pose with with head, facing down. It's super cute. So we all know, I'm sure you guys have heard and have been talking to your doctor or any woman that you know, that women gain an average of 5 to 10 pounds during perimenopausal transition time. So once you're, entering that stage, you can gain between 5 and 10 pounds. And actually, I thought this was on the lower end. I would be expecting it to be much higher than that, because I know so many women who have gained like 20 and 30 pounds and not just your 5 to 10. But I guess when you're thinking about all the women in whatever study or whatever, that is a large span, and it averages out to 5 or 10 pounds. I would say consider yourself lucky if you've only gained 5 to 10 pounds when you're going through perimenopause things. Um, so that's, I guess, it's kind of to be expected. And they say the cause of weight gain is hormonal changes. Your metabolism slows down. I've experienced both of those. I actually had a blood test. Now, I saw some doctor talking about perimenopausal things and menopause, and the doctor was saying that you can't take a test to tell whether you're in menopause or not, but you can see if your estrogen levels are lower. And I think that type of test is what my doctor did on me, which said that I had lower, my hormones were low, like that estrogen was low, which was causing, all these symptoms that I was having. So your metabolism slows down, which we know. And I also think the diet culture plays into that. You're on a diet today, you're off a diet tomorrow. And so, and of course, lifestyle factors, what you're eating, how much you're eating, all of that. Um, oh, Elaine says, hi, Elaine. She says she's sending me a picture of her combi patch. Yeah, I would love to know what that is. I've never even heard of it. So that's cool. And Simply Taisha says, hey, Elaine. So let's put that up there. She's sending a picture of that. Kat says, yep, and I've got one word for you, boza. It puts, is it bezoa? Beza. It puts hot flashes to sleep. It's expensive, but they have a 1-year coupon. Look into it. Okay, I've never heard of that either. Simply Taisha says, hey, Elaine. Hey, Elaine. 2.0 Mommy says, I'm probably starting perimenopause soon. I'm at the age that starts, and you're 44. Okay. Yeah, I could totally see that. Hey, party people. Oh no, DD, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just I'm under the weather, a little bit under the weather. So Simply Taisha says, I had a hysterectomy in late 2016, so I'm not sure if I'm perimenopausal. I still have my ovaries. I think once you have a hysterectomy, your experience is a little different, but I'm not exactly sure. I know my mom had one, and the other women that have had one, they can't relate to my experience because it's different once you have that hysterectomy. So, okay. Hey, Alonda. Alonda says, hello, everyone. Okay. All right. So I looked up these symptoms because I was curious to know what symptoms is everybody that may be experiencing something. What are they having? What kind of symptoms are you having? And I looked up the 50 common symptoms when you're perimenopausal. So the number one thing was the common one, which I'm not surprised was irregular. I always say cycles. I don't really love the word periods. I say cycles, but irregular cycles, hot flashes, which is kind of a common one. We all hear about that. Night sweats, breast tenderness, bloating, which I'm sure most of you have had that, fatigue, mood swings. Now, I did not know mood swings was, I did not know mood swings was a symptom. Did anybody know that? I did not know mood swings was. I didn't know anxiety. I didn't know depression was. I didn't know any of that was related to being perimenopausal. And then number 10, you may not be able to see it. I'm going to make it bigger. It's irritability. I had no idea that any of those things were related to being or having going through the perimenopause transition to menopause. So did you guys know that? Did anybody else know that? Because I did not know that. Um, Kashna says, what is considered an irregular cycle? An irregular cycle would be if your cycle was normally predictable, which I used to have, my cycle was predictable. I would know the same day and the same date pretty much every month. And then irregular is if, you have a cycle less than your 27 to 30 day period that you would normally have, or you have a cycle and then maybe a few days later you're having another cycle, or you might have a cycle that is not as frequent. You have a cycle and then you haven't had another cycle for 2 or 3 months. So um, any of those things could be an irregular cycle. And I've had the irregular cycle. That's been one of my main things. So when you're this age, I always wonder if women get confused and think they're pregnant because, you're having your cycle, and then all of a sudden you don't have a cycle. And, you might skip a month or 2 or 3, and then you have another cycle. And so I'm pretty sure a lot of women are confused by that because those irregular cycles are yeah, they're kind of scary when you don't really understand what's going on. And then another thing you can have with an irregular cycle is it can be super heavy, like a super heavy cycle. So just imagine you don't have a cycle for 2 or 3 months. When you have it, it's going to be a cycle. It's going to make up for those 2 or 3 months that you didn't have it. Oh, Nadia, this is so funny. I have to put this up here. She says, yes, mood swings and irritability. That's my excuse when I am cranky. Blame my hormones, LOL. But it is so true. It is so true. Kesha, I hope that answered your question about the irregular cycle. Now, I would love to say I am not a doctor. I'm really only speaking from personal experience and things I've discussed with my doctor. So I have no clue if there's another definition of an irregular cycle, but those are the ones that I know. And so I wonder, Elaine was talking about the combi, what is it called? The combi pack? I think that's what she called it. What does that exactly do? Like any of these symptoms here, I'm gonna start reading the chat because people are putting things in there. Elaine says, I'm in menopause fully. So she's already transitioned, So perimenopause is when your body is transitioning all the way to full blown menopause. So Elaine says she has made it there. Oh my goodness. So she's going to send me that patch. But okay, so Elaine, what exactly does that patch do? I guess that's what I'm wondering. What that does. Even though my voice sounds like it hurts, it does not. My throat does not hurt. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, I tried to pop in before my live and see you on yours. Um, any remedies for brain fog? Perimenopausal girly here. And you know what? They say you could try some supplements. I don't know. Let's hear from Elaine because Elaine said that I'm trying to figure out what she said that patch does. Let's see. She says, heck yeah, all the symptoms of menopause. Kofia says, this is news to me. Kofia, you are just 40, so you probably may have a couple more years to go. But I do know a lady who went through fully perimenopause symptoms fully through to menopause. And she said she had not even turned, it was in her mid 30s. She was not even close to 40. And she transitioned all the way. So I guess you could do it as early as 30. She had already had her children and, she was done having kids, thank goodness, but she transitioned really early into menopause. So, Kofia, I will give you a couple years and you will be able to join us. Nadia says, yes, mood swings and irritability. You know, she said that's her excuse. She said, does it say the common age perimenopause comes in? Yes, usually in your 40s and 50s. Now I don't know. I'll look that up really quick. I didn't zone in on a particular age. They just said 40s and 50s, although it does say people experience the symptoms in their 30s as well. So I have to look that up. So here are some more symptoms. Insomnia, which means you can't sleep. I'm experiencing that. Reduced libido. So I don't know if anybody experienced that. This one I'm sure is not fun for us ladies. Vaginal dryness is another one. I did not know that was a symptom of perimenopause at all. Heavy or prolonged menstrual bleeding. So that, you know, that's also another one. Spotting between your periods. I would also put that in the category too of irregular cycle, because, you know, your regular cycle, you shouldn't be spotting in between unless there's something wrong. This is why this is why I believe women go to the doctor and so afraid, and they aren't getting the help and support they need, because I don't really think a lot of doctors know the difference between having these symptoms of perimenopause and just having symptoms that they would look for with other things. And oftentimes some of these things, they just kind of put it off as like it's your imagination, or, you know, it'll go away, or maybe some people, you know, physicians say it's old age, but really any of these things could be going on. Difficulty concentrating, that's another one. Memory lapses, I'm having those. Headaches or migraines. When I say memory lapses, it's just like a second, like, you know, like, and you guys know, forgetting where you put your keys, or, you know, starting off to do something and then getting almost to what you thought you set out to do, and you can't remember what you were going to do. You know, when you're in your 50s, geez Louise, that kicks in a lot. I don't really get headaches or migraines. I'm lucky about that. Of course, joint pain. Now, I just thought joint pain was from being overweight or having an injury. I didn't really know it was related to being perimenopausal. That's just, oh my goodness, that was a revelation. And then having muscle aches. I also thought muscle aches were related to you know, just, you know, your weight or pulling a muscle or something like that. I didn't know it was connected to perimenopause. So I thought, wow, that's interesting. So let's see. Elaine says, yep, we call them mini babies. Is that mena babies? Mena babies. I never heard of that. Someone was sharing with me she was going through the change and she got pregnant. Wow. Wow. I wonder how that all worked out. That is crazy. Wow, looking at the list now, I think I'm perimenopausal, LOL. 2.0 mommy. I know. I mean, as we go through this list, you're going to see a lot of these symptoms. Elaine is saying hello to Alonda. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button, ladies. And if there's a gentleman in here, you too. She says, I hear if your cycle, Keshna says, I hear if your cycle started early, then your perimenopause starts earlier. Wow, I've never heard that before. I wonder. I'm sure there's been studies done. There probably is a correlation. Elaine says, your GYN will do a separate blood test. So I've had that. I can't see the rest. Let me see. That will test your menopause levels. We also lose testosterone, and we only have a small percentage of that in our bodies. You're on the hormone replacement therapy. Now, is that hormone replacement therapy totally separate from your combi patch? That's what I'm kind of confused about. And she says she takes testosterone cream. Wow. Elaine has it all. She says, I'm absolutely chilled out now. So Elaine, you're chilled out now. What were you before that you got the cream and you got the HRT and before the combi patch? What was going on? Menopause babies. Okay. Keshna says she has a 15-year gap between her kids. She hit full blown after 3 years of the last child. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a big stretch. Hey, Traces of Twine's Life. Hey, and she says hi to everybody. All right, so Elaine, we're waiting for you to tell us. Wait, maybe she says it. 2.0 Mommy says yes. Number 10 is crazy. Yes. Oh, that was on the previous slide. Now, Elaine says that HRP increases that libido. Trust this old sister. I love that. Okay. Now, wait. HRP. I thought it was HRT. Is HRP something else? You have to, I'm not hip to the lingo. Oh, HRP. Here she goes. HRP is the combi patch. They also have some natural path resources. Okay. All right. All right. All right, so let's look at some more of these symptoms. Oh my gosh, a 20 weight gain is at 21. I would have thought that would have been like in the top 5. So and I don't know that these are in any order, but the ones on the 1 through 10, those were some heavy hitters. So I thought weight gain would be a heavy hitter. So it's weight gain, it's changes in appetite, increased PMS symptoms, breast changes. Now, this is a little different. The other one was tenderness. This one was feeling actually sore and swelling, having dry skin, having thinning hair. We all can relate to that, probably hair loss altogether, brittle nails, dryness, and let me make this larger so I can see. Oh, heart palpitations. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is, oh my goodness. That is, I don't know if I have a lot of, do I have these? Yes. Weight gain, changes in appetite, I'm not sure. Increased PMS symptoms. I don't know that mine are increased. They're just what I normally would expect. Breast changes, not really. I don't notice. Dry skin, yes. Thinning hair, yes. Hair loss, probably. Brittle nails, I don't know about that. Dizziness, no. Heart palpitations, no. I don't think I have. I'm having that. Oh, okay. She said, Elaine said she meant HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Hormone. Oh my gosh. All right, now we're almost at the end here. Digestive issues, number 31, constipation or diarrhea. Well, welcome to the GLP-1 community. Increased urination frequency. Now, I've experienced that. Urinary incontinence. Oh my goodness. Increased risk of UTIs, a tingling sensation, burning mouth or tongue. Has anybody had that? Burning mouth or a tongue? I've never heard of that. Wow. Changes in body odor. Yes, I think that's real. Cold flashes. And the last one is allergies or sensitivities to food. Um, so I don't think I've really had that. But has anybody had, now I've heard people say that they have had changes to their body odor being on a GLP-1. Has anybody experienced that? That doesn't really surprise me because if your digestion is slowing down, I can see where that would cause you to have some, some body odor, or your body chemistry might be a little bit different. Has anybody experienced that or know somebody who's experienced that? Hey, Jazzy. So number 38 is interesting. Um, But I was just wondering about that for the GLP-1. Has anybody heard of that? A lot of urinary stuff going on, urinary tract, urinary incontinence, all of that, So I know I shouldn't say a lot. Some people I know that are 50 and older, at least they're 49, 50, when they have to wear not depends, but like a little lining in their a little lining, because they say that when they laugh they go to the restroom by accident. It's just like you can't hold your water. And so I know there's some exercises you can do for that, like for your pelvic to tighten it. Has anybody experienced that? Oh my goodness. Twan says, no body odor for me. Jazzy says, hey, everyone, no BO for her. Hey, Jen. Body odor, I wonder if it's similar to pregnancy. Probably so. Probably so. What about cold flashes? Now, I think when we talk about cold flashes, that's really special to the GO1 community because I know so many people who were so hot, and then when they started taking the GOP1, now they say they're cold. So I wonder if anybody experienced that before taking the GOP1. Elaine says, "Oh yeah, I've had the liquid leakage when sneezing or coughing. Yes, I've experienced that here and there." Um, Trace of Twine's Life says, "Get prior. I can never say this word. Probiotics if you're experiencing odor." Okay, okay, that's helpful. 2.0 Mommy says, "Hey Jen." Elaine says, "Twan, you're correct." Elaine says yes, and we have to blame her for labor pains too. Yes, everything. We're gonna blame it on everything. All right, what else is there? And then they have some little remedies for us. So 41, increased sweating. I could see that. Loss of skin elasticity, back pain, changes in your cycle, the length of it, water retention. Has anybody had gum problems? I don't know about that. Has anybody had tinnitus, ringing in the ears, muscle tension, reduced muscle mass, fluctuations in your cholesterol levels? I can also see that too. I think the interesting one is the gum problems. I never knew that was connected. But I guess your hormones control a lot of things happening in your body. So I could totally see that. So that was our 50. Let me make these bigger. All right, let's see what people are saying in the chat. Oh, Elaine. Elaine is the expert in this topic. Simply Taisha said, I haven't had any incontinence issues since losing weight. It was definitely a problem before. Isn't that interesting? Why do you think it stopped once you lost the weight? Maybe with your strength training? Do you think it's the muscles? Elaine says, oh, look at your text, Dee Dee. Let's see. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is the combi patch. They control hot flashes and mood control. She loves it. No wonder you're so pleasant. I might need to get one of these. I'm gonna put it up and see if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's not good. And I had better luck showing that turkey. I'll have to show it when I have the slides down. Okay. I've never heard of that. Is that a prescription, Elaine, or can you buy that over the counter? Oh, VS006 says she's also on the combi patch. Okay. Traces of Twan. Traces of Twan. I did want to shout her out because she is under 300 pounds. She is at 298. This was a huge milestone for her, and she's lost. I said to her earlier, I said, so you've lost 90 pounds, right? And she says 95. I said, you lost 95 pounds, and she said 95.8. Get that 8.8 in there. So congratulations, Traces of Twine. That's a huge accomplishment. So she's in the 200s now, so I can relate to that because I'll be the same way excited when I get down to the Wonderland. All right, so everybody's saying bye, Twan. Elaine says it's a prescription. She said it's a prescription. VS006 says it's a prescription from your OBGYN. Okay. Kesha said, get your thyroid checked, VS006. Have you had your thyroid checked? Simply Taisha said, I'll be messaging my doctor tomorrow about the combi patch. Oh my goodness, that is cool. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Elaine says, congratulations, Twan. Traces of Twan, she's at her grandson's baseball game or basketball game. She had to leave. But yeah, I did want to say congratulations. I don't know if Kofia is still in here, but Kofia also has another milestone. She's lost 40 pounds. So Kofia is doing it. She is doing it. I think I don't know if she's still in here or not, but congratulations to her. All right, so what can we do about this perimenopause treatment? The first thing is treatment for these irregular cycles. So let's see what they say. They say you can practice a healthy diet, which we know everything comes back to the diet, plenty of fruits, veggies, whole grains, lean proteins, of course, exercise. And really, they stress when I was reading up on this, they stress exercise reduces the stress, which can be a positive impact on your hormonal balance. And then, of course, stress reduction. So besides getting all those people out of your life that stress you out, some of them are harder to get out than others. What you could do is practice yoga, do that meditation, having mindful thoughts where you sit down and actually, say positive affirmations that can help you manage your stress, which can also contribute to more regular cycles. Now, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting them to say, that's going to help your cycles become more regular. So that's pretty cool. If you were getting hormone therapy, I think somebody asked, well, what could you do? So other things that you can do is get hormone therapy. Elaine kind of talked about that combi patch, birth control pills. Now, this is so true. I know a lot of people who had birth control. Now, if you're at the age to take it, it wouldn't probably benefit me, but it helps regulate your menstrual cycles. I've had to do that in the past before. Take birth control to regulate my cycles because they were so heavy. They can alleviate other perimenopause symptoms such as hot flashes and mood swings. So that may be an option if if you don't mind taking a pill and you talk to your doctor about it. Progesterone therapy, it can be prescribed to regulate your cycle, to manage that heavy bleeding. And then, of course, I'm sure a lot of people have heard, but if you haven't, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, I think this is kind of controversial because some doctors are all about it and some doctors, like my doctor, don't believe in it at all. So this is something I want to pursue eventually. I don't know if I will or not, but I wouldn't be able to do it with my current doctor. Yes, she doesn't agree with it at all. So did anybody's doctors tell them like the cons of being on that, like being on the HRT, hormone replacement therapy? Um, okay, like VS006 said, I've had it checked and the thyroid is good, but it wouldn't hurt to get more in-depth panel done. I agree. Kofia, she says she's still here. Thank you. She's learning. She says she's soaking up this wisdom for the future. Um, Visa S006 says, thank you, Kashna. Um, Simply Taisha says, Elaine, my hubby will. And Elaine says, got a fundraiser meeting. Good night. Oh, bye, Elaine. Thank you for your help in the text with the combi patch. I had no idea what that was. Happy fundraising. Um, let's see. Simply Taisha says she's never spoken to her doctor about it. Yeah, well, you have to let me know if you get some good info. I just kind of brought it up, and it was like the doctor's assistant said, "Oh no, she is not, a fan of that." And so I didn't really get a chance to talk to her about it because my symptoms now that I'm, losing weight and taking the GLP-1 has really it's gone down a whole lot. I always say if it was a scale from 1 to 10, before I was at a 15, 20, now I'm at a 3, 4. So I'm excited about that. So number 3, non-hormonal medications. So medications you can take that, probably you don't need a prescription for, which is an ibuprofen. You don't need a prescription for that. They can help reduce your heavy bleeding, your menstrual cycle. Those drugs are called NSAID drugs, NSAID. Um, I don't know. Has anybody heard of how you pronounce this? Tranexamic, an acid. This medication helps reduce heavy bleeding by promoting blood clotting. Oh my gosh. Now, I would be skeptical about promoting blood clotting, but I get the idea. The blood flow is so heavy that you want to stop the flow of it and, clot the blood up. But that sounds a little risque. I would definitely talk to my doctor about that. And antidepressants for those experiencing mood-related symptoms along with irregular periods. Certain antidepressants may be helpful. Has anybody taken antidepressants? I have a friend who, a really close friend, and we were having this conversation, and she told me that she was taking antidepressants for going through menopause, and I had no idea. I had no idea at all she was. Hi, Lakeisha. So I was very surprised about that. A lot of women don't talk about this. Do you guys talk about this with your friends and family? Um, I'm sure maybe the men you wouldn't be talking to, but do you talk about it to the women in your family? VS006 says, yeah, you would probably need a new doc. My OBGYN told me the pills go through the liver and it's more dangerous than than the patch is less problematic and usually helps. So the pills aren't good, but the patch is better from your doctor's point of view. All right, that's interesting. Okay, GLP really helps the symptoms. They do. I really can honestly say that. Estrogen creams like yam cream. I don't know how well they work though. I've never heard of a yam cream. Oh, that's interesting. I highly recommend everyone watch this on YouTube. Type in Mel Robbins, #1 menopause doctor. It's a very informative episode on HRT, so hormone replacement therapy. Thank you for sharing that because that would be a good resource to find somebody, just to hear their perspective. I still think that you have to, talk to your doctor, who knows your body, if you have one. Now, if you don't, maybe seek out one. Um, but somebody who really knows you and knows your body is probably the best. But I think that's a great resource. Thank you so much, 2.0 Mommy. I'm going to check that out. Everyone's saying hi, Lakeisha. So, a number 4, some other things, supplements and alternatives. I think this is always a big hit. When people find alternatives to therapies and something you don't have to take medication for. So they say herbal supplements. Some women find relief with their herbal supplements. Like, now I've never heard of black cohosh, evening primrose oil, or chasteberry. I've never heard of any of those. Have anybody heard of those supplements? It says, however, consult your healthcare provider before you use any of those. And I have a friend who lives by acupuncture. She gets this regularly. This traditional practice may help reduce symptoms, including your perimenopausal symptoms, including irregular periods, and it also promotes hormone balance. Now, who knew? I did not know. I thought acupuncture was really just for your back and just to, relieve stress in your back and kind of align your back. I did not know that it can help reduce perimenopausal symptoms. So that's new to me. Let's see. Does anybody in the chat have you heard of any of those supplements? Um, yeah, I used to take Wellbutrin and let's see. I'm sorry. Let me put that back up there. And some docs chalk it up to depression, but that's just one symptom. Okay. She says there's so much women. Oh, it's so many secrets women hold. Yeah, they don't tell. Well, aren't you as a woman though? I don't know. Maybe your parents were different, but I always feel like your body, you never discuss that. I always felt like, maybe with your husband or your partner, but never to discuss, just your body in general. That's why instead of saying period, I say cycle because I've always just thought like, you got to keep it cute. And not really use those terms. Um, let's see. Yes, Simply Taisha says, thank you, Jill. I'll be checking that out. Yeah, me too. Jill said, I've made a black cohosh. What's that? Tin texture? I've never heard of that. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to Google that and see what that is. Um, I feel like I need to grab a tissue. Let's see. Um, all right, so here finally we have some medical practices. So we have endometrial ablation. Never heard of that. Oh, that's if you have severe bleeding. This procedure can remove or thin the lining of the uterus to reduce or stop your bleeding altogether. Oh my gosh. Has anybody known or heard of anybody who had to do that? And then the last one is, of course, I've heard of this, an IUD, and a hormone IUD can help reduce heavy bleeding and regulate your period. Um, I've known women who've had IUDs. So yeah, Jill says it's a herbal medicine. I've never heard of that. Wow. Okay. Now, where do you get that from? Like your pharmacy, or is that like it's a supplement, so it's not a prescription, I would imagine. Kofi says, yeah, I didn't have those combos. DD, you may get this book called Peaceful Periods. It's designed to teach girls about their bodies. It taught me a lot. Wow, I've never heard of that. Peaceful Periods. That's a good title. I feel like I want to read it even if I weren't having symptoms. Um, Mia says, a little update. The injection pen that I misfired. Oh, yeah, remember we were talking about this with her. Eli Lilly replaced it with a whole box of four a whole box of 4 injections for free in case that happens to anyone here. Very good. I think Alonda was talking about that and was saying how she got her pins also replaced. Very good. Thanks for the update. I remember that. Now, Mia, how long did it take you to get those boxes? Do you know how long it took? While she's telling us that, I'm gonna grab some tissue. Here I am. She says I ordered dried leaves and oh wait, let me put that up there. She says I ordered the dried leaves and make the tincture, I think tincture, by steeping the leaves in vodka, for 6 weeks. Then straining out the leaves and putting it in amber bottles because it shouldn't be exposed to light. Now, 2.0 mommy, how did you even know to do that? Like, where did you learn that at? That's so interesting. And the vodka, what does that do? Like, do you taste the vodka at all? Um, I'm just interested in that vodka being in the process. Whew, that sounds like a lot of work. Mia says that same day they filled it at Walmart. Wow, so it was like called in the prescription. I was sent an email voucher from them. So they sent you the email voucher the same day and you went to Walmart to pick it up. Now that is what I call service. And we don't really have customer service, as I always say, is a thing of the past. So I love that. So we're gonna give Eli Lilly 5 stars out of 5 stars just for that. Well, not just for that little, piece of customer service there they dished out. Okay, thank you. She says it's pronounced tincture. Tincture. I love that. Okay, so we have learned something new. Very good. Your grandmother. Okay, very good. Grandmas know what they're doing, don't they? Oh my goodness. She says Jill knows all of the natural remedies. Yes. I love that. Mia says, absolutely, yay, Eli Lilly. Yeah, I give credit where credit is due. So good for them. 2.0 mommy, we need a video. Oh, 2.0 mommy, that's a video idea for you. Yes, that is amazing service. It is. 2.0 mommy says, yes, you should definitely taste the vodka, but you only have 10 to 20 drops, 1 to 3 times a day. It's very strong. I can imagine because you're letting it soak in there. We knew you meant Mia. um, Simply Taisha said, 2.0 mommy says, Taisha hardly, LOL. All right, so what are some of your, I don't know, did you guys have anything else you want to talk about with this perimenopause? Because I want to know what are people doing this week as far as, what wins have you had this week? What are some of your victories, scale victories, non-scale victories? What is going on? I'm going to say mine is, like I have on this shirt right now. This shirt is huge on me. This is like a, I don't know if you can see that without, look at all this space I have. This little shirt. I really should be getting rid of it, but it's nice and comfy. I won't have to wear it outside. And then I had on a shirt today that I could not fit. It was super tight and now it is loose. So I'm so excited about that. So like the clothes are the non-scale victories. I won't weigh in again until Sunday, so I won't know. But remember, I need to lose that 5.6 pounds to get to my goal of 50 by Thanksgiving. So I'm hope I'm on the road to that. Yeah. So what are your non-scale victories? Your victories? Nadia said, Nadia, I thought about it, but figure it was out of my niche. Yeah. And they tell you not to make videos in your out of your niche, but I think you should put it out there. You'll know that people don't appreciate it because they won't watch it. But you can always put it out there and see. I think nowadays when you say something that's natural or it's like a natural remedy, I think people will just be curious about it and click on it to see, even if they don't end up making it, they kind of want to know. Nadia's laughing. Simply Taisha, thank you. She says, that's awesome, DD. You are definitely well on your way. Yes, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to lose however many pounds it was at first, but I'm feeling pretty confident that I could do it. So, yeah, I just hope I get better instead of worse because I don't want to go in the opposite direction and just can't get out of bed and sick. And the funny thing is, when I was at my doctor, they were like, "Do you want to take a flu shot? You're due for a flu shot." And I debated, and I said, "Well, I'll tell you at the end of the visit." So when it came to the end of the visit, I asked the assistant, I said, what would you do? Because I didn't take a flu shot last year. And he said, well, if you didn't take one last year and you were fine, you shouldn't take one this year. He was like, I would just not take one. And so I said, yeah. He said, and basically he said, if you were to take it, I guarantee you'll be sick because you didn't take it last year. It's not in your system. You're going to get sick and then you're going to wish you didn't take it. Well, I'm sick anyway. So I don't know if you guys take flu shots or not. I chose not to. 2.0 mommy said, you're going to make that go. You got this. Yeah, I really think I'm going to do it. Jen says she has a win and a loss. She lost 4.6 pounds last week. Oh my gosh. Jen, you make me laugh. She said she went out drinking and gained it all back. LOL. Drinking always gets me. Now, I'm shocked you can even drink on a GLP-1 because I know so many people who say they get so sick they can't drink. So, you must have been eating with that drinking, though. Is that what happened? You were eating and, gained it back from eating and drinking? Too funny. A win and a loss. 4.6 pounds. That's a lot. Simply Taisha said, I have an unrelated thing. I'm going to be a grandma. Oh my gosh. Yay. And we just found out on Monday that my daughter is having a girl. I love that. That was my super happy news for this week. We love that. Congratulations. I love that. So you're having a granddaughter, which could be a future leader of our country one day. I love that. So happy for them. That's exciting to be a grandma. I just can only imagine. Um, all right. Thank you for sharing that. That kind of like boosted my night here. Keshna says, how do you decide who to go with? Wait, how do you decide who to go love with? I'm enjoying these conversations. I don't understand that question. How do you decide who to go? Who to go with? Can you clarify that, Keshna, what you're trying to say? I'm sorry. Kofia says, congratulations, Jen. And yay, Taisha. What will she call you? Yeah, good question. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm not having a hot flash, but I can feel my hair like poofing up as we speak. It's so funny. These lights, I have lights, and these lights are lighting. They're doing their thing. Dee Dee, it says, I think you're going to meet your goal. Me too, Kim. Yes, I do too. I'm excited. I think I am too. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday. I'm going to have to gauge this thing out. Tonight is my injection night. Remember, I changed my injection night. And you know, I was sitting there, I'm not used to it yet. And I was sitting there and I'm thinking, I am so hungry. Like I was, what's today? Wednesday. Tuesday, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was on Simply Taisha's live and I couldn't be as active with talking because I was driving, listening. And then, so, you know, I couldn't text or anything like that until I got home and got settled. And so I had gotten pizza for my daughter. So I got 2 slices, but she also wanted fries. So I got some fries. And so I ended up getting 2 slices. And I was like, I'm not going to eat that slice of pizza. I was just going to drink a protein shake. But I was so hungry that I ate the slice of pizza. So today, my daughter says, Mom, are we going to have some more pizza? She thought we got a whole, I think, box of it. And I didn't on purpose because I didn't want to have to keep going back to it. So I did have that 1 slice of pizza, which was fine. That's really all I ate, you know, yesterday with that protein shake. So, yeah, I gave into that. I was so hungry. And I was thinking, why am I so hungry? And that's because, you know, my injection day is today. You know, this arm, I'm telling you, it lasts longer than in my thigh and belly as of now. But it still doesn't go. I don't know. I've heard some people say their appetite suppression goes from, you know, if they give their injection on a Wednesday, it goes to that next Wednesday. I have yet to experience that except for my first week on, maybe my first 2 weeks switching to my arm. And now that's wearing off. So I guess nothing lasts forever, even in GLP-1 injection land. I think she meant live. Yeah, in your live. What did I say? I don't know what I said. But yeah, when I was in your live yesterday, was that yesterday that you were having the live? Kesha said her non-scale victory is, I'm alive another day. I was almost in an accident today. I'm glad you are safe. Oh my goodness. That is a non-scale victory. Yes. We're thankful for that. Congratulations. The live content. Yes. Congratulations, Taisha. A lot of congratulations. Kesha, I'm glad you're okay. God is good. Yes. Oh, I think she meant God is good. And I'm saying, yes, God is good. Kesha says, congratulations to everyone with your progress. Thank you, ladies. I'm so excited. That is exciting. Thank you, 2.0 Mommy. Thank you, Keshna. Excuse me, from Simply Taisha. Kesha says, I have to be up early. I'm going to hop off at 9 Eastern. Oh, okay. It's almost 9 too. Let's see. What does she say? My injection day is on Fridays. Better to me. Now, Lakeisha, what made you switch to Friday? And I switched to Wednesday because I had heard someone say that it gives you good appetite suppression on the weekend. And I would have to agree with that. I think it's better because by the weekend, for me, it was wearing off. So it is better. Um, I'm looking forward to going on 10. And so I think 2.0 Mommy, I'm gonna have to watch her video tonight, and it's about her transitioning. So you have to watch. Hopefully, I don't know if you watched already. Will she be going up? Will she go down? What is she gonna do? I think it's so cool. And then Alonda has a great video about tips, for the holiday coming up. I saw that. I have to make a comment on that. I thought that was cool. Elaine has her video series. She has the Audacity. I don't know what this last one is called, but it's great. If you haven't watched that, go and watch that. I was in tears watching that video. I thought it was well done. Okay. Oh, one of my friends texted me and said, all textures, I think I pronounced that correct, are made with vodka or gin. You buy the herb and vodka, you place them in a jar and let them sit for 6 to 8 weeks. Then you drain the herb from liquid and you have your texture. I have to pronounce it right. I have made several and she says they work. 2.0 Mommy. This is one of my great friends. Wow, I didn't even know she knew anything about this. I'm gonna have to text her back. Like, why are you keeping this to yourself? How about that? That is so cool. She says Fridays were better because probably the weekend protection, I'm sure, with that appetite suppression. Lots of great content. Our community is on a roll. Our community is on a roll. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, it sounds like everybody is doing well with their progress with the weight. I mean, it's a struggle, but geez, we're doing it. Nadia says, you ladies rock. Thanks for sharing your journey with us. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing 2.0 Mommy. Thank you for sharing that. I don't know if you're going to make a video, but maybe you could put the recipe or something up. One of my friends just sent me that text, and I think she is very similar to you in exactly what you said. So she's made them before. Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool. If anybody else have any remedies for perimenopause symptoms, I will say I'm somebody who I don't really like to take medication. So I mean, as of today, the only and it's been like this for a while. I mean, other than birth control, I've only taken this Manjaro. So when I say I don't, I'm not a fan of the Apple Watches with the radiation. I'm just not. It's maybe I'll get over it one day and go for it, but I'm just not. And then as far as the medication, yeah, I just take Manjaro. And of course, I don't take birth control anymore, but I used to take that. And really, it was to regulate my cycle. My cycle has always been on the heavier side. So I'm not and I do take supplements, though. Maybe I'll talk about that one day. I do take supplements. I think because I take supplements and I haven't eaten beef, chicken, and beef or pork for a long, 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 long time. I think that I had that working for me for so long because most of the people at my age I know take some kind of medication. I can just honestly say I don't. But, of course, the weight has been working against me. And I'll never forget this one lady telling me, she's like, lose weight before you turn 50. She said, because I'm telling you, it's harder to get off once you turn 50. And so many people gave me advice about do this before you're 50, do that before you're 50. And you know how you hear people. So all you people out there that aren't 50 yet, like I'm telling you, before you turn 50, they say, when you turn 50, this happens, that happens. And, I was just kind of like, oh, yeah, okay. They are so right. It's like it changes. I remember experiencing the same change when I was 40. It wasn't as prevalent, but it's something about when you turn 50, your body just changes. And I don't care how jazzy you are. I don't care how cute you are. I don't care. I mean, if you ever listen to Halle Berry talk, she's what we would consider a beautiful lady. She has all kind of issues, and they got worse when she turned 50. And so it's just something about aging. So I think that's great. Anybody in here in their 20s, 30s, 40s, if you're on top of your health, I'm telling you, it helps when you are 50. That weight just is something about it. It just doesn't come off as easy. Some of the same strategies I'm using when I was younger, I would drop that weight and, gain it right back. But I could drop it so much faster. Now, not so much. It's just a change. You do notice a change. So I think we're all on the right track with getting our weight and being healthy, and really staying off medication. I always hear people who lose weight, they're so proud of being able to come off of all kinds of medication. And I never wanted to be on any kind of medication. As you can see, I'm not taking anything. I haven't taken anything. But my doctors wanted me to take some things, and I was like, well, no, I'm not doing that. And so I'm glad I started getting my weight under control, though, because eventually it would have caught up to me. I would have had to take it to be able to regulate some of these issues that were starting to form once I turned 50. And so I'm so excited that we're on this journey together. We're all trying to get healthy. My one friend who texted me, she's always up on the latest of everything that's going on. So I'm gonna have to call her after this live and say, what's going on with that concoction that I didn't know you were making? Like 2.0, my mommy's grandmother. Like, what is up with that? But I think that's so cool. Let's see. Somebody else says, Simply Taisha says, oh, if you haven't had the opportunity to hit the like button, now it's the perfect time. Yes, like the video, and send it to somebody, and maybe they can learn something new in here. I know I definitely did, even though I was, trying to share some things I've learned. Kim J says, true. It seems like with every decade, there's a big difference. Yes, even my eyesight. Once I turned 50, I noticed a difference with my eyesight. And they say, like, if your parents wear glasses, you will eventually wear glasses. So my mom needed reading glasses eventually. I needed reading glasses. The crazy thing is, though, if I were to put the glasses on now, everything would be blurry. But if I were to put the glasses on, so I know they're like, it's a nearsighted, farsighted, and all of that. But I just find myself going up and down with those glasses. I need glasses that, hey, isn't this 2024? Shouldn't you know when you need to focus in and when you don't? Where are those glasses? I mean, they could put a man on the moon, but I can't get one set of glasses that could just zone in and zone out when it needs to do that. So hopefully I could get that for the new year, because I feel like a librarian. Like, my glasses are up, then they're down, then they're up, then they're down. Kim J says, oh, I already put that up there. Thank you, Simply Taisha. She says, I feel you. I'm not big on medication, but I'm big on Zepbound. That needs to be a commercial tagline. I love that. 2.0 Mommy says, Taisha, exactly. No meds, no flu shot, natural remedies first, but taking Zepbound, LOL. Some would say I'm a hypocrite, and Downsizing Diva says, you're a smart one. Don't worry about it. You know what? I think that's fine. I think, you can still be healthy, and still, want to do everything natural and take this medication. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's good. I mean, what am I going to say? All right. Well, thank you guys for suffering through my voice. Oh my goodness, this was so cool. The funny thing is, when nighttime comes, you start to get stuffy. So, I think I told somebody in Simply Taisha's live that I had a adjustable bed, and I've been sleeping with the adjustable bed. Like, usually, I really got it to elevate my feet. But now I've been elevating my head, and it does work because I'm not as stuffy. But I have a crook in my neck, so I can't even turn. I got to turn like this, turn like that. So it's a downside to everything. Jeez Louise. But I'm going to go to bed now. I was going to work on some videos. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a hot shower. I'm going to sip on something warm, and I am going to sleep. So Thank you so much for everybody for coming. Like the video, share it with somebody you know, and I will see you guys. If I can, I'll get on here on Sunday just to give a quick update. If not, I will see you next Wednesday. So have a great night. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I love these lives too. I hope everyone keeps them coming. Yes, we will. Rest, DD. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you. Get well soon. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hope you feel better. Kim J says thank you. I'll be fine. I'm going to go to bed. Good night.